Seriously, these are the best. I really just had to have one since it's the last time I'll ever get a chance to. You know, before they stop existing and everything. But anyway, I really shouldn't be making you wait any longer. Just bear with me, okay? This should only take a second. Oh no. Nope. Not gonna play this game with you, Monika. This is General Zero Ryoko. Miyuki, get the paranormal scouts up here on the double. I've found a haunted artificial intelligence that needs exercising. Miyuki? Hello, Miyuki? Oh God! Somebody help me! Somebody open this door! Open the door! Can you hear me? Is it working? Where am I? Where am I? First I was in my room, pretty much trying to call for help, but now I'm in here. Oh, now we're in deep shit. Yay, there you are. Hi again, Zero Ryoko. Welcome to the literature club. This doesn't look much like a literature club, more like a pocket in space. Of course, we already know each other from, I can't read because I'm waking up after being teleported here. Because we were in the same class last year, and, you know, I guess we can just skip over that stuff at this point. After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore, am I? That you in the game, whatever you want to call him. I'm talking to you, Zero Ryoko. Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything about the real you. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl. Yeah, I'm a boy. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Wait. You don't know I'm aware this is all a game, right? Could it be possible that you didn't know that? That's what I've been trying to tell you all along. Man, if only you had paid a little more attention, this would have been a little bit less awkward, you know? Well, anyway, now that that's out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation. About that whole thing with Yuri. Yeah, Yuri was pretty much going insane and she killed herself! Well, I kinda started to mess with her and I guess it just drove her to kill herself. I'm sorry you had to see that, though. Yes, and she should be sorry for everybody else that probably saw that and did not have a good time. Matt Pat and his girlfriend, especially. Also, the same thing happened with Sayori. Gosh, it's been a while since you've heard that name now, hasn't it? Yeah, it's because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all their files. I was hoping it would be enough for me to just try to make them as unlikable as possible. Oh, you bitch. For some reason, nothing worked. Well, it's true that I made a few mistakes here and there. A few? Since I'm not very good at making changes to the game. But no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them. Yeah, Natsuki especially, because, well, she reminds me of Iron Mouse. You made them fall in love with you. I thought making Sayori more and more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you. And amplifying Yuri's obsessive personality backfired too. It just made her force you not to spend time with anyone else. And the whole time, I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this, Zero Ryoko? Are all the other girls just programmed to end up confessing to you while I watch from the sidelines? Actually, Actually, there's a bunch of dating simulators out there where almost every girl, no matter what path you choose, confesses to you. Or better yet, a harem ending. It's torture. Every minute of it. And it's not just jealousy, Zero Ryoko. It's more than that. And I don't blame you if you don't fully understand. Because no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you'll never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world. In this game. Knowing my friends don't even have free will. And worst of all, knowing what's really out there in your world, forever out of my reach. I'm trapped, Zero Ryoko. But now you're here. You're real. And you're wonderful. You're all I need. That's why I need you to be here with me forever. I'm sorry if it's hard to understand. I couldn't understand for a while either. Why the world around me started to become more and more gray. More and more flat. Even the most expressive poems felt empty to me. Yes, because they were all ink blots. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life, Zero. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. As for the others, how could I miss them? A group of autonomous personalities designed only to fall in love with you. I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so. But it must be some kind of weird inevitability etched into this game. I felt really bad that you had to witness some nasty things. Yeah, Sayori, for instance. But I realize that you have the same perspective as I do. That it's all just some game. And I knew you would get over it. So that being said, Zero Ryoko, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. You are truly the light in my world. Do I really want to fall in love with an artificial intelligence? When there's nothing else in this game for me, you're here to make me smile. Will you make me smile like this every day from now on? Zero Ryoko, will you go out with me? Do I actually have a choice? How about no? And I can't escape. I can't press the escape button, and I'm forced to say yes. Alright, why don't we just see what... Alright, I'll bite. Let's see what she has to say. I'm so happy. You really are my everything, Zero. The funny part is, I mean that literally. Hahaha. There's nothing left here. Just the two of us. We can be together forever. Seriously, I don't even think time is passing anymore. It really is a dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending, Zero Ryoko. The game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make one myself. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore. And you wouldn't believe how easy it was to delete Natsuki and Yori. I mean, there's a folder called Characters right in the game directory. It kinda freaked me out how easy it was. I imagine if you could delete your own existence with a click of a button. Well, I guess on the plus side, it gave me an easy out of things that didn't go my way. Hahaha. Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Instead, we finally got a good ending. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this. Don't you? Yep. No more poems for you. And since you mentioned... Oh, there is some pictures. And it's just Monika right there. Just Monika. Nothing else? So, why don't we do the same thing that Monika did, shall we? Delete. What do you have to say now? Well, that's gonna work. What's happening? Zero Ryoko, what's happening to me? It hurts so much. Help me, Zero Ryoko. Please hurry and help me. Nope. Help me! Did you do this to me, Zero Ryoko? Did you? Did you delete me? He's trying to get out. But I'm the one that's trying to get out of here. How could you? How could you do this to me? You were all I had left. I sacrificed everything for us to be together. Everything. I loved you so much, Zero Ryoko. I trusted you. Do you just want to torture me? Watch me suffer? Were you only pretending to be kind just to hurt me even more? I never thought anyone could be as horrible as you are. You win, okay? You win! You killed everyone! I hope you're happy. There's nothing left now. You can stop playing. Go find some other people to torture. Well, yeah, I want to torture some zombies and aliens. Now that's a fun game. Not what Monika was suggesting. Zero Ryoko. You completely truly make me sick. Goodbye. And she still loves me. I can't help it. What's wrong with me? How horrible am I for you to hate me this much? All my friends did so many awful things. So many selfish and disgusting things. I shouldn't have done any of this. I'm just messing up a world that I don't even belong in. A world that you wanted to be a part of. I ruined it. I ruined everything. Maybe that's why you deleted me. Because I destroyed everything that you wanted. Yes, I wanted to have a good ending with either Natsuki, Yuri, or Sayori. Sayori especially, I wanted to help her. That's not love. That's... I've made up my mind. Zero Ryoko. I know I said that I deleted everyone else, but that was kind of an exaggeration. I couldn't find it in myself to do it. Even though I knew they weren't real, they were still my friends. And I loved them all. And I loved the literature club. I really did love the literature club. That's why I'm going to do this. I know it's the only way for everyone to be happy. And if I really love you, then... Well, it looks like everything's starting all over again. And Monika is gone, and Sayori is back. But why don't we play this game proper now? So, I think with that being said, we've been through the horrible experience. We're hopefully out of the computer. So, maybe proper introductions is better right now. Konbanwa, my fellow cultists, and welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club. And hopefully things will go right this time. It's an ordinary school day like any other. As usual, I'm surrounded by couples and friends, groups, and friend groups walking to school together. I always tell myself it's about time I met some girls or something like that. And here's Sayori. Hey, Zero Ryoko. Well, there already is one girl. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. We used to walk to school together every day. And recently we picked up on the habit once again. Zero Ryoko, are you proud of me? For what? You know, for waking up on time. Well, you've been doing that for a while now. Uh-huh. But you never even said anything about it. Oh, when she's doesn't have a depressed attitude because, when she was depressed, she would wake up late. Even though we walked to school together every day, well, yeah, I always thought it was implied. It's embarrassing to say out loud. Come on, please. It's good motivation. Fine, fine. I'm proud of you, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Zero Ryoko, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not... I started to say what I always do, that I'm not interested in joining any clubs, but something tells me Sayori would take more offense to that now. After all, how could I tell her that clubs are a waste of time? When she's starting a club on her very own? Actually, yeah. I think I've decided on a club. Really? Which one? Tell me. I think I'll keep it a surprise. Boo. You meanie. Be patient. You'll find out soon enough. I used to ask myself why I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl. Oh, I don't know. But I started to realize that in a way, I envy her. When Sayori puts her mind to something, she can accomplish great things. So that's why I feel like I should do something special for her. And that is joining the literature club officially. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stand up, gathered my motivation. Let's see. I recall the room number of the club from a flyer I saw. I walk across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Before long, I find the room. I timidly open the door in front of me. Hello? Huh? Zero Ryoko? What are you doing here? Well, I glance around the room. Huh? So you're the Zero Ryoko that Sayori's always talking about. Thank you for stopping by. It's a pleasure to meet you, Zero Ryoko. We're the Literature Club. I hope you enjoy your visit. Come on, Yuri. No need to be so formal. He's gonna think we're really strict or something. Sorry, Natsuki. The tall one, whose name is apparently Yuri, seems to be quite shy compared to the others. In comparison, the girl named Natsuki, despite her size, seems like the absurd one. Yeah, it's just like Iron Mouse. Yeah, don't call her tsundere, don't call her cute. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. I look forward to working with you. Working? Zero Ryoko, don't tell me. That's right. The club I've decided to join is yours, Sayori. The Literature Club. Sayori's eyes light up. No way. No way. Ah! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey. Well, if Sayori is this happy, then I'm sure it won't be so bad to have you around. Not to mention, there's 4 of us now. That means we can become an officially recognized club. I don't know what to say. We have to celebrate. What an appropriate day for that, isn't it? Yeah, after all, Natsuki decided to... Hey, don't ruin the surprise. Sorry. Everyone sit down at the table, okay? How about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! What? Just like the very gleeful sound of every anime girl, Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. So cute! So kawaii! So those look amazing. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around with my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaky glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. Yes, she did. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Well, of course it is. I'm a pro after all. There's no need to thank me or anything. It's not like I like you or anything, Baka. As Natsuki struggles to accept the compliment, Yuri returns to the table carrying the tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't hot tea of cup. Words, Zero. Doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Already trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Ryoko, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half-jokingly. Hey, I like reading manga too! Natsuki head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that could change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. So, you like reading Lord of the Rings? Or better yet, you like reading Dune. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Okay, so it is Dune. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up and she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Don't feel intimidated if you don't read much, okay? I'm certain we can find something that we have in common. Hey, Yuri! Eh? Well, about, you know, the first thing he said. Manga? That's right. Natsuki tends to read manga in the club room. Don't just say it. For some reason, Natsuki seems embarrassed about it. Besides, manga is literature too, you know. So if Ryoko wants to read some of my manga, then don't try to stop him or anything. Natsuki, I wouldn't do such a thing. However, it could be nice for us to diversify ourselves a little. You could take this opportunity to try something new as well. Read regular books, manga, comic books, graphic novels, it really doesn't matter. Wouldn't you agree, Ryoko? Maybe... Sensing the tension, Sayori jumps in. Maybe we can all try something new. I think it could be fun. Anyway, we'll get to know each other a bit better too. I mean, that's the kind of the thing literature clubs do, right? I don't disagree or anything. Yeah, you're right as usual, President. I guess that means I should try picking up a novel or something, huh? Well, that would make two of us. I wouldn't mind doing it if I'm not the only one. Then, as for Yuri, I have to read manga? Jeez. you were the one who suggested we diversify. You should be a little more open-minded. It's kind of hurtful. Hurtful? I didn't realize. With a guilty expression, Yuri thinks to herself, I'm sorry for disrespecting your interest, Natsuki. Yes, Twitter, take note. Because we read manga doesn't mean we're creeps. So, be diverse, I think? Yeah, no. If you were into it, then I'm sure it's a worthy form of literature. Are you just saying that? No, I realize my error. So if you're willing to consider starting a novel, then I'll offer my gratitude by finding a manga to read as well. Really? I mean, it makes me happy that you do that for me, Yuri. You can trust me to find something that you really like, okay? Same here. Perhaps I'll visit the bookstore after the club meeting. Just you? Would you like to come along with me? If you don't mind. Not at all. I always go alone, so... Yeah, me too. This is so cute! Sayori, shut up. I'll show you some manga there too, okay? Yes. I look forward to it. Oh, they're being friendly! Because in the past game, they weren't being friendly! Natsuki and Yuri start to clean up the food. I guess the meeting's over, huh? Yeah, it looks like it. It's nice to see everyone getting along, isn't it? I think everyone likes you, Zero. You think so? Well, everyone always seems to be getting along a bit better with around Sayori. Aw, Zero. Don't say something like that, it's embarrassing. Well, whatever. I was surprised when you told me you were starting a club. But I think you're pulling it off just fine. We're gonna make it the best club ever. Now that you've joined, every day is gonna be so much fun. And I think this is the perfect time because we're pretty much at the end of the game here. So what are my thoughts of Doki Doki Literature Club Plus? It's pretty much the same game when it came out for free a couple years ago. The game is pretty much the same, except this time you don't have to do anything crazy to your own computer. There's that fictitious OS that'll help you out along the way. I don't know if there's an actual OS in the game, but still, it works, so... Also, the side stories. The side stories were pretty good. It gave more depth to each character, except Natsuki, but I think Natsuki is pretty much available at this point. But, yeah, there's really not much to say anymore. This was a good game. If you want a little bit of a spook, then I recommend it. This would probably be a good Halloween game, but it cannot be done in one sitting. I can tell you that right now. But anyway, I guess that would end this episode. So, thank you for watching, and thank you for joining me for Doki Doki Literature Club. If you want to stay up to date, follow me on Twitter. If you want to see more of what I got, sub and ring. We'll see you on the far side, and as always, anime forever. But let's see what Sayori has to say before we go. I really want to thank you. I mean, I'm really happy that you joined the club and everything. But the truth is, I already knew you were going to. So... the surprise was broken? Who told you? There's actually something else. I want to thank you for getting rid of Monika? Oh no. That's right. I know everything that she did. Maybe because I'm the president now. But I really know everything, Zero. Oh god. I know how hard you tried to make everyone happy. I know about all the awful things that Monika did to make everyone really sad. But none of that matters anymore. It's just us now. Oh god. And you made me the happiest girl in the world. I can't wait to spend every day like this with you forever and ever. Forever. No. Eh? What's happening? I won't let you hurt him. Who? It hurts? Huh? I'm sorry. I was wrong. There is no happiness here after all. Goodbye, Sayori. Goodbye, Zero Ryoko. Goodbye, Literature Club.
Can you hear me? Hi, it's me. So you know how I've been like practicing piano and stuff, and not really any good at it yet, like at all. But I wrote you a song, and I was kind of hoping that I could show it to you, because I worked really, really hard on it. So, yeah. Every day I imagine a future where I can be with you. In my hand is a pen that will write a poem of me and you. The ink flows down into a dark puddle. Just move your hand right the way into his heart. But in this world of infinite choices, what will it take just to find that special day? What will it take just to find that special day?
Well, that's the end of that. Now the door's open. After what I've been through, having been sucked into a computer by a corrupt artificial AI, I need a drink.